Okay, so this video I'm actually getting out a little earlier than usual. It's about 8 o'clock on Thursday, May 28th, and we're just going to real quickly go over yesterday's stats. Actually, let me get rid of this. Um, Yesterday, I think I was low on the footsteps before I recorded, and I said I wasn't even sure if I was going to break the 11,000 footsteps, but I did. Over here on the left, I actually got over 15,000 steps, which was just under 7 miles, which I'm really happy about. Now, if you'll notice, my calorie output for the day was only around 4,000 as opposed to 5,000. The only reason I can suspect that may be is maybe my heart rate just wasn't as high as the other days. And Fitbit, I'm sure, probably takes that into account when calculating your calories out for the day. But regardless, yesterday I actually was short on a protein shake. So I actually did not intake 2,300 calories. I only took in about 2,000 because I just didn't have my second protein shake that day. So I'm perfectly okay with having the deficit be whatever it is. It's still over 2,300, which is what we're going for. That's maintenance for me. So we didn't quite hit 2,000 calorie deficit, but we got as close as we can. Any deficit is a good deficit. So yeah, I was able to crush the steps yesterday. I didn't really get any steps in yet. It's only about 2,000 steps for me. I did streaming today, and it's going to storm. So I may actually just have to do an hour or two on the stationary bike to try to make up any steps I'm not going to get in. We'll see. I've got 4 hours. It usually takes me about 90 minutes to 2 hours to get in the 11,000 steps. We'll see how the weather is going to be. As far as the weigh-in, this morning when I weighed, the weight was exactly the same as it was yesterday, 293.6. No change there. It doesn't have any of the body metrics listed there because my feet were wet at the time. They weren't completely dry, so I didn't get an accurate reading. So those are all just zeroed out. So weight hasn't changed. No weight change doesn't really mean anything. It's not good or bad. We'll see what tomorrow brings. But the screen I had up before was actually the trend over the last 3 months. So this is the downward trend of weight loss I've had since February 10th. That spike on the right there being an inaccurate reading from that one scale. But this shows that I've lost about 35 pounds over the last 3 months and 2 weeks. Now, that was mostly through dietary changes and a little bit of extra cardio via just doing the mountain biking and a little bit of walking. So over about 3.5 months, I was able to lose 35 pounds with very little effort. So considering that I am toning my diet or dialing my diet way stricter and upping my cardio a significant amount, I really think doing 50 pounds over 12 weeks is entirely possible. So we will keep an eye on the trend here on the scale and just kind of go week by week. Again, it's the 28th. We're getting through this. Officially, I'm only down about 2 pounds since I've started. But again, we don't know if that's fat loss or just water loss. We won't know until the next week, until Monday at least. And then Saturday, I have a meeting with John Mango through Beyond the Iron. We're going to kind of discuss the week. And after that, I will relay kind of what we talked about, and we'll go from there. Also, I'm wearing my favorite compression shirt. Compression shirts are great. I love to flex in it. It makes me feel great. I'm going to go back to doing some resistance training. I really haven't done that much since I've started, so I'm really kind of wanting to do it today and get it in while it's, like I said, is storming and the weather's kind of cooling off. And it seems like, as far as Illinois is concerned, we're about to enter phase 3 of reopening everything, so that means gyms will be opening again. So I want to kind of get warmed up now, so that way when I start going to the gym, we're just back into the routine. I will see you guys tomorrow.